Hello, YouTubers. Joe Kersey and Paul here on Tuesday, November 18th at 4:37 in the afternoon Eastern Time. And now, along around 10 o'clock this morning, it was going to be one of Paul's days off. He gets Monday and Tuesday off usually.
I totally planned on doing not a damn thing.
Well, it's your day off. I mean, there really isn't anything more to do. I mean, there really isn't anything to do. I didn't know whether you were going to do laundry or not.
I was going to, that was one of the plans. And go to the truck book again.
Oh, try to, yeah, the 800-page owner's manual of his new truck, which we downloaded into his computer so he can peruse it at his leisure. But it takes, a certain amount of getting to. But it's doable.
Hey, it even made a request of me.
I'm sorry?
Truck.
What?
So please wipe off the sensors.
Oh, well, no, that's because the snow was on that backup camera.
No, it was because of all the mist and everything flying around when I was running around up in Delaware and stuff yesterday morning.
Oh, that was actually while you were on the road rather than just
I pulled up to stop behind a car at a red light, and this thing flashed up on the screen, and it said, please wipe off the sensors, wipe down the sensors so they don't malfunction.
I don't like machines thinking for me. I'll do my own spelling, and the spell checker. Okay, well, depends. I mean, obviously, I tend to use words that are sometimes viewed as archaic, and the spell checker thinks, for example, when I write thy, T-H-Y, it often thinks I want to write the. No. Thy is a perfectly good word, certainly in a religious context. But anyway, I don't like machines thinking for me. And then what I really don't like is when they try to correct my syntax after the fact. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, said he arrogantly, I'm going to stand up my syntax next to anybody's out there who is programming this stuff.
I like the word old. Hello, I'm 60. It's always been OLD, not OLDE.
Well, I haven't encountered that egregious error, but actually, it would be charming if you had, because that would imply that perhaps there were some people who were still using relatively archaic usages on the web.
It's on the freaking streets.
You're talking about street signs. That's that idiotic, faux. I want to be classy, upper middle class, wannabe types. I mean,
kiss my ass.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily put it that way, but
they're in spelling shop with me.
Oh, that used to be very, very prevalent when I was growing up. And I'm sure when you were growing up too, since we're essentially the same age almost. But is the oldie shoppy, the oldie ice creamy shoppy. You'd really, and I had to put up with those people when I was growing up. I mean, that mentality was just so prevalent when I was growing up, and it's just, I hate to see it coming back, and I do think it is coming back.
Like an old English spelling or whatever.
It's the old English spelling. The old English chemist, well, we don't call them chemists, we call them pharmacists.
Well, like, what's its name?
Uh,
Spelled great, G-R-E.
oh no. Then there's well
Right.
that's just a variant in cultures. I mean, gray, Gray, or Gr Gray, that's long standing. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the sort of the faux pretentious. Well, it's the same people that go into. Well, it's like Marymount, which is a suburb, an internal suburb now because the city's built out past Marymount. But Marymount was immediately outside Cincinnati, and it's very much like Upper Arlington here in Columbus, uh, which is adjacent to Columbus. Now the exurbs are out past Upper Arlington. Uh, there was a certain mindset that established those then suburban enclaves. Uh, they weren't quite gated communities, but they might have as well have been. And my aunt, my mother's sister, when she was in her more entrepreneurial phase, had a dress shop in Marymount. Well, in the seedier part of Marymount, in a strip mall. Well, which had to have been, in retrospect, when you think about it, one of the earliest strip malls down in southwestern Ohio. And the thing that impressed me about Marymount, whenever I was, riding in the car when we went down to visit Aunt Madeline, was they had all these fake Tudor half timbered houses. Which is the same type of pretentiousness that people use, in these McMansions, in these higher end suburbs, where they put, these wood columns up to some sort of portico over a porch on this 2-story, brick house.
Kind of look like a White House effect.
Well, no, I wouldn't say it called a White House effect, although yes, I have seen it done that way too.
Like there's one down here on State Street. You've got the pillars that go all the way up to the second floor roof. And the balcony is coming out of the center double doors.
Now, I hope Paul doesn't take this the wrong way. But I do remember when we first met. Well, until sometime after too, actually, that you really liked that style of architecture. Good.
Not really.
Progress is possible.
I mean, it looks stupid.
Well, yes, it does. It's pretentious. It's the pretentiousness that bothers me. I mean, it's first of all, well, yeah, it's ugly. One, it's not at all appropriate for the time and place, but it's the pretentiousness.
What a porch roof, bring it down to where it will do you some good.
Well, yeah, yes. I mean, that roof, 2.5 stories above you, is not going to protect you from a rain. You're not going to be able to sit out in your front porch in a rain with that kind of arrangement. You're not going to be able to enjoy this fine summer rain. No. It's going to be blowing in and soaking you. So Paul swung into action and saved the day at the hotel. What'd you do today, Paul?
What I usually do.
Yeah. Well,
like I said, Teresa, who does my 2 days when I'm off, she had to do brooms today.
Oh,
because,
but she showed up.
Yeah.
Oh, so she was there.
She showed up, but one of the housekeepers was supposed to showed up. She called off. So Elizabeth had to take over for. No, Teresa had to take over for Elizabeth.
For the lack of a nail, the shoe was lost.
Oh,
for a lack of the shoe lost.
To Patricia. So, that was that.
Well, it's 17 degrees here now. We hit a high of 18 about 2 o'clock this afternoon. We were at 10 most of the night and remained at 10 actually until about 10 this morning. 10 degrees till 10. That's a catchphrase. This is January weather. And, and in reality, some Januaries, this is be even cold for January.
Yeah, this would be cold for January.
Makes you want to go out and put some more carbon dioxide up into the atmosphere, doesn't it, guys? That's a damn boondoggle that's lining somebody's pockets, I'll tell you on that.
Yeah, I mean, a little warm. Where?
Certainly not last year.
Not out here.
And not this summer either, which was just fine. Actually, this summer was wonderful, very mild.
It was mild and cool.
It was the coolest summer I remember in my entire life. And this is the coldest November I remember in my entire life. I'm getting to the point now where I have a certain background to make those kinds of statements.
It's just nuts.
The absurdity of life is wonderful. I mean, and it beats the alternative.
I mean, they're going on about all
unless you're having your head sawed off by some, jihadi over in Syria.
Yeah, but I mean, they're going on about all this warming stuff.
I understand they just sort of kneel on them and just saw their head off with a short knife.
The belly.
Well, it's like the Marine K-bar, knife.
Does it have a saw-tooth head?
Well, no. I'm using sawing as a
motion
as a verb for they're using a blade, but as anybody who's ever done some butchering of animals knows, unless you find the joint right off, this can be a really tedious and prolonged process. At least the Saudi Arabians do it with a real sharp sword with a trained guide. Yeah, no, that's not, that's what it is, but that's a special type of evil there, in terms of somebody standing there doing it. I've done surgery on people. I've cut into abdomens and chests and things. I have, and even with a very, very sharp knife, and you know what you're doing and where you're going, it takes a lot of strength, and I don't have much strength. That's one reason I got out of surgery. To do that. It's not easy to cut into a human being.
I don't think we were made to be cut into.
Well, we were made to be children of God and reflect the image of God into the creation, but I don't think these guys are. So I ordered 1,000 cards with my YouTube channel on it today, guys. And the same place says that, I'm not going to use the dreaded word merch, but I can customize like ball hats, Not necessarily with my YouTube channel on it, but, like I could say Island of Peace or, Ashes on Alum or, stuff like that. I mean, but they don't look of the quality I wish. So I would be. There's a place up in Bell Fountain that makes very, very good quality stuff. I might deal with them at some point. But I can assure you, I will never use on this channel the dreaded term merch.
Like, oh yeah, Bell Fountain made the 3M hats.
The what?
The K.
No, right, no, the Bell
Liberty.
Yeah, the Bell Fountain place made the hat that you guys see me wear fairly frequently. Yeah, and it's got the
cow,
the Black Angus cattle on it, steer, and yeah, no, that's very good quality stuff. And it's got the broader brim rather than these more narrow brims, which they don't, well, for me anyway, they don't do much in terms of keeping the sun out of my eyes and so. So you work tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it's like
but they're thinking they may give you another day off sometime.
Yeah, Gail's trying to run it in her head. He thinks a home game weekend is going to be a light weekend.
That's always. Well, I won't say. I don't know this woman. Well, I have spoken with her on the phone.
I always thought tonight was going to be a late night, but no, tonight's not going to be a late night because we got a full house coming in.
Good. That's good. Good. I think it's great that you guys are doing land office business.
Yeah, but they're supposed to start tearing the place apart.
Well, people. I'll tell you, I really don't think people pay that much attention to it. I mean, if you're staying in a city and you're not going to be there more than like a day or two, I mean, you just want a place to sleep and eat and take a dump and take a shower.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really all you want. And ideally not have it crawling with vermin, but
because it's just going to be,
There's a guy in Illinois I know that travels a lot for business. Maybe he can back me up on that. Well, I don't know, or not, as case might be.
Oh, I sure could.
Well, I suppose we ought to shut up here now. It's getting on to 18 minutes. What do you think?
Yeah. I'm hoping the Illinois guy comes over to my place sometime when he comes.
Oh, that'd be great. If he would come to Columbus and stay at the Hampton, but his outfit.
Because they usually meet downtown.
Well, but his outfit. I mean, his company has a sort of a standing contract with another hotel chain.
Ah.
And so, they prefer that he stay at. It's not a hard and fast rule, but.
So, well, you can tell me in a few minutes.
Well, no, we're not going. We're not. Yes, we shan't violate. We shan't trespass through boundaries any more than we sometimes do, or I sometimes do. Quite unintentionally. Well, yes, more or less unintentionally. Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Good night, guys.
Bye-bye, you two.